Today I'm going to be showing you guys, demonstrating how I use my new Auric beauty products. I don't know if it's Auric beauty or just Auric. I've got a couple of things here that I like to show you, and I guess that's pretty much it. We're just going to dive right in. All right? I didn't plan this out. I have a look planned. We're going to keep this simple. I'm going to demonstrate the products for you guys, and that's about it. So the first product is going to be Glow Lust. I kept the packaging because simply look at it. It's quite nice. I got the shade Goldstone. No particular reason. I was looking at the models and I thought that it would look nice on me. So I got it. Like I said, I'm keeping the box. This is not my first time using the product. I've used it a couple times. So far, so good. Just as a reference, all I currently have on my face is a little bit of moisturizer. I washed my face earlier, threw some moisturizer on. I'm trying to see what you guys can see. So give me 1 second. Make sure that looks nice for you. So I'm gonna give you a swatch, but I'm not really sure where to swatch it. I do want to compare it to my Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Hollywood filter. Here we go. So I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do this from back of the camera. It's gonna be easier that way. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the Glow Lust right here. This is the Auric Glow Lust in the shade Goldstone, and I'm just gonna give a little pump. So that's it. This is gonna be it blended out right here. So hopefully you can see like that nice little sheen that it gives. That's like the color put on pretty opaque like that. I literally just want, you know. So it's a pretty good match for me. In comparison, this is my beat up bottle of Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Hollywood filter. Hollywood Flawless filter for a super, whatever, you get it. This is what everyone's been comparing it to. And so, let's see. So this is shade 6. And it's a little bit lighter than what Goldstone is for me. But I got this when it originally came out, and shade 7 would have been too dark for me. So this is, I'm gonna get you a little bit more. I won't be stingy. Blend out a little bit more. So you see, they're both pretty sheeny, pretty shiny. I've kind of implemented this into my routine, and I haven't been able to stop. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be Glow Lust for me. I've used it about 3 times so far, and so far I really like it. Why don't we swatch these guys? These are the Smoke Reflex. I have 2 shades. I bought Defiance and I bought Ego. I bought Defiance because it was a bronze that I knew that I'd probably use a lot. And again, I saved the packaging. I have touched these. These aren't brand new. When I open them up, you'll see that they're not brand new. I bought Defiance because bronze and golds are like my go-tos. But there was something about Ego that I just felt super intrigued about. Ego is actually the one I'm going to use in today's eye look. So I'm going to swatch Defiance right next to this. This is my Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerize, and this is in the shade Bet. And I'm going to swatch it next to this because this is what I was kind of expecting it to look like. This guy right here is the Auric. I'm going to adjust the light so maybe you guys can see it a little bit better. So this is my Auric shade in Defiance. Let's see, do you want to focus on it? No. Come on, phone. So this is it. It's a lot darker than this guy. This is my Bet. This is what I was expecting it to, because I consider Bet to be a bronze clonk it to focus runs. There we go. You can see that's a lot more gold than what this guy is. This is the color I was expecting. This is the color we got. I like this. I'm not gonna lie. So this first shade that I'm gonna swatch right here is gonna be, this is the Charlotte Tilbury one. You can see like it's not a super orangey bronze, but it's definitely a little bit different. And so right next to it, I'm gonna swatch Defiance. Defiance is a little bit darker, and it's almost got like a little bit more purple. When I was purchasing it, I was expecting this. I like this a lot though. I don't have anything like this in my collection. And so these are them on my fingers. This is the Charlotte Tilbury. And then this is the Auric. All right. So I'm standing up and we're swatching. I'm gonna wipe my fingers real quick. So you know, there's no secret. The Auric bottles look like this. You know, it's glass on the bottom and then it's got a little flip top. You got your shade. This is the cap for Defiance, and this is the shade. I will be completely honest with you. This is pretty and all, but it's probably not my favorite. All right, so I'm gonna swatch it by itself right next to it. You can see it's kind of got like a little more translucence to it. I gotta reposition this camera, girl. My back hurts. So this is Defiance, and this is the topper shade. And then I'm gonna swatch a little bit more and put it right on top. So this is Defiance cream by itself, Defiance topper by itself. This is them paired. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch Ego for you. So again, you know, this topper shade. Open this up. I'm saving these. I know Sam said you don't have to, but these things were expensive. So this is what the cream looks like. I haven't really dug in this one the way I've dug into the other one, so it's a little bit neater. All right, just gonna pick a little up, and again, this is like, cool tones aren't what I would normally go for, but Sam was explaining this is like not completely cool, kind of neutral, and I don't know what it is. It's like this steely gray, and I really like it. And so then we can swatch right next to it. The topper shade. This has like a green pewtery undertone to it. It's pretty cool. I couldn't find anything like this in my collection. So right next to it. You know? Let's get into it. All right. So I'm gonna use this the way I normally use my Charlotte Tilbury. And so I'm just gonna take a pump up. I'll take half a pump because the pump's probably too much. And I'm just going to, if you see me looking down, my mirror's right here. I'm gonna tap that on my high points like such. I'm gonna use it underneath my foundation on my high points. And then I'm just gonna take my beauty blender, which has a cat hair. You see that glow? Like it just looks healthy. Like I actually drink my water, but you know. All right. And I'm gonna focus a little bit more of that right underneath my eyes, because I really like to just take the wand with the Charlotte Tilbury and I like to paint right underneath my eyes, because my under eyes always look dry and creepy after I put concealer and powder, and I feel this really helps keep it looking hydrated, or at least with the Charlotte Tilbury. I haven't done my full face with Auric. Like I've just been using it on its own to see how reflective it was. The other day I wore half a side of face of Auric and then the other half was Charlotte Tilbury. Kind of just like spot concealer. So now that I got that on, I'm just gonna take this NARS concealer around my mouth, right? If there's any left. I'm gonna take a little bit more of that Auric that I got left over, right? And then I'm gonna mix that in. With the Charlotte one, with the Hollywood Flawless filter, I would just paint the wand on the same way I did. What was I saying? The same way I did with the concealer. But since this one's a pump, I'm just gonna dab it. And then I'm just gonna mix it in. And I'm just gonna carry that concealer literally everywhere. And I do it like that because all my problem area is down here. And I don't wanna like completely cover it, but I just wanna lessen it. And so, all right, I'm gonna leave that where that is and let everything set. I'm not really gonna do anything to my forehead because my forehead is pretty decent. And we're gonna move on to the eye look. So, everyone I've watched that has reviewed these has used just the eyeshadows by themselves, which is fine because like that's what they're designed for. They're designed to be like a one and done look. But I always use cream shadows in conjunction with other shadows. So I'm gonna show you how I would use it. And I'm gonna start with Ego because that's the one I wanna use. So Sam said in her video that she liked to take a fluffy brush and then she'd like to just go into it. I tried that with Defiance and it didn't work out for me. I just didn't get enough payoff for how I like my eyes to look, but I will try it today. This is a Hakuhodo J5593, I think. I don't know. And I'm just gonna dip into the powder like such. It's super moussey, so it's kind of hard to pick up. But there you go. There's a little bit on the brush. You kind of see what happens is it just moves around as you try to pick it up. It's kind of annoying, but we're gonna try it just so you can see it. And then I would dab. Oh, this works better with this shade. See, it's not my favorite way because it's like a really sheer layer. I guess it's easier for control that way, but that's not how I would do it. I would first probably pick it up on something like this. This is a MAC 242. I think this is synthetic too, so I think that might just be better. I'd pick a little bit up. There we go. Is the new classic shades, so that's what this is. And I'm gonna go in, I'm looking at this noir color. I wouldn't even say noir is black because it doesn't look black to me. It looks more like a charcoal. Oh yeah, that's working. A tell of a good shadow, a good cream shadow is how well you can blend a powder shadow over it. And this one's behaving very nicely. So now that I've deepened out the outer corner, and this is what we're looking like, and I've blended everything to the crease, I'm just gonna run. I'm gonna wipe this swatch off my hand is what I'm gonna do before I make a mess. I'm just gonna run a pencil liner right along the top. I'm not creating a wing or anything, I'm just deepening the lash line, and I'm gonna run this on my waterline too. All right. This right here is good, it's gorgeous. You could stop right here, or you could kick it up a notch, and you can add the topper on top. That's not my life. I'm gonna add a different shadow because I'm complicated. This is a MAC single shadow, and it's got like a little dual chrome flip. You see it? And I'm just gonna dip in, get a little bit on the brush, not a lot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You see like that nice blue-green kind of purpley flip. I'm going to take the topper on a little flat shader brush like this. It's going to pick a little bit up. Because this is brighter, and I'm just going to add it to the inner corner. Actually, that's not doing what I thought it would do, so I'm just going to add it all over the top. Oh, that's nice. Oh, bitch. I don't know if you can see it, but because this base is so translucent, it kind of just adds more sparkle to this shade that I would use for MAC, which was Starry Nights, by the way. Haha, it's a frost shadow. I finished my other eye, and I threw in some lashes. These are Ardell. They are the, I threw the box away, so let me see. Let me say. So are the Ardell Naked Lashes. These are in the style 424, and we're just gonna finish up the face. I'm gonna start with some concealer. This is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Correcting Gel Stick Concealer. HD Studio Concealer. This is in the shade 8.2. This is too dark for me. Do not read me. And what we're gonna do is use this to kind of like bronze. See, just like that. And I am gonna throw some on my forehead because I like to sculpt my forehead because, well, it's huge. Haha. My eyes started tearing and now my nose is running because I put eyeliner on. I'm just gonna use this brush. This is the MAC 143 SES. I am not doing my eyebrows. They look pretty good on camera. This is a pretty grungy look. They can be undone. I was thinking maybe I could use this lipstick as a blush. You know, this lipstick was really expensive right now. It's sort of Maybelline. This is the Natasha Denona. I Need a Nude in number 48 Naya. I was thinking about wearing it. And you know what? Let's just see. Just try it out. That. I already did it, so let's see. If you do on one side, you gotta do on the other. Not gonna look good as a blush, I don't think. The thing we need is, I'm not gonna put any mascara on because I want to wash my face up to go to sleep. Is a lip. So this is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude. Ooh. Alright guys, so I'm gonna wrap this up and I'm gonna run down my opinions. Like I said, this isn't the first time I've used this. I really like it. I like the shade. I like how luxe it feels. That's not as tight as everyone makes it seem, so I feel like it's nice and secure, but it's not something I'm going to worry about. But it's also nice to have a pump. I'll probably start mixing it in with more matte foundations, and having a pump with that will be nice. Like I said, this is my biggest pet peeve because it's like a fingerprint magnet. Other than that, the Glow Lust is cool. I don't think it's a huge difference between the Glow Lust and the, don't make me say the name again. I don't think there's a huge difference between the two of them. These guys, the Smoke Reflex, I like them. They're nice. They're good cream shadows. My biggest pet peeve is that I don't personally like this shade, the topper for Defiance. I don't like it with Defiance, but I do like it by itself. Like, that's quite nice. And that would be my biggest thing. Also, this mirror in here is quite nice, actually. Like, you can actually show you my mess. You can see quite a lot in there, so I like that. The creams are nice. They're moussey. They're kind of hard to pick up with the brush. I wouldn't do a fluffy brush like Sam says, because you kind of got to do a lot of layering, and I like cream shadows because you can just put them on and you don't have to like fuss with them so hard. Other than that, you know, I think it's a nice base to get some cute looks. Today I showed you how I would use any cream shadow, and I think that worked out pretty nicely. But other than that, you know, I like them. I want to know what you guys think. You'll probably be seeing a little bit more of me this year, who knows. So, bye. my friend.